The whole point is to get this thing completely flat, by the way. I got some clamps. And set it up again. It's the first attempt with clamps. It might need a few more clamps. You know, get it nice and clamped and clamped and flat with clamps. Clamps. Those are Harbor Freight clamps, and one of them's a little broken. So, now I got two big old C-clamps. I'd like to add that this entire thing could be done without clamps. It's just making getting the PVC really flat easier. By the way, this is Schedule 80, which is really thin. You could do this with Schedule 40, but you'll probably spend about 3 times as long doing it. I'm going to use a piece of Schedule 40, which is what you saw me cut at the beginning, but it's just for the guard. And I just realized I messed up a whole visual stunt. Oh well. Yeah, so far this is how it's trying to go. That end turned out really well. There's still some bumps on the end and whatnot, but yeah. That might be where I just put the bevel in, I don't know. I'm gonna flatten this piece now, and this is gonna take forever. So it's just heating it, so I'm not even really going to bother filming it at all. Okay, so that actually took a lot less time than I thought it would to flatten that out or get that hot enough to flatten. So, yeah, okay, it doesn't take as long to get that, but that was from a piece of 2-inch. And trying to get a piece of 2-inch PVC hot enough to flatten or straighten out is very annoying. I'm just going to heat up and flatten the rest of this piece, and that'll be it for this video. I'm going to do several videos of this, and then yeah, I'm going to do several videos and post them all one at a time, and then when the finished project is finished, the finished project will be finished and posted. Well, not really, actually. It's going to be posted in a different video, and I'm not really going to say what it is. Surprise! Now, you can do this with you know, just 2 pieces of wood, like a cutting board or something. Probably would work better, probably flatter. I'm just not doing it like that. Clamps are working for me. The board that you're putting on top, you might want to maybe round the edges on the ends. So if you're clamping down really hard, or if you get it hot enough and you're clamping down really hard, you're not getting lines in it, and you don't have to mess them up. Because I just had to get a couple out there, and that's why I'm reclamping it. I'm just trying to flatten it back all the way, make sure it's flat and straight. It's not gonna be super sturdy, but yeah. It's going to come along nicely. One thing I was thinking about making was my take on a Disciples Cutlass blade from Fallout 4, the Nuka World DLC. If anybody thinks that would be cool and wants me to do that, let me know in the comments down below. Hippity dippity derpity dippity. Now this does require a lot of double checking and making sure, and I'm also just a perfectionist about this, and that's one of the reasons why I'm, you know, going back over it so much with the clamps and making sure they're all tight. And actually this is a soft piece of wood on top, but still, I mean, I've got about 8 or 9 divots in it from where I'm cranking these C-clamps down really hard. Quite frankly, this clamp in the middle probably isn't doing anything at all. Not too tall. And we'll just have a little more bit to flatten at the end. And I'll just upload this later. Next time I'm at my brother's house. Because he has better internet than I do. Yay, better internet. Ah, bug in my face. Alright, as you can see, I have the last end of it clamped down for flattening. If you are going to do this, make sure, when you're outside and you're heating on stuff, that you can use a heat gun on and that isn't going to catch fire. This wood probably might catch fire, but I don't think that it's going to put out that much heat that fast for at least as long as you're going to be doing this project. Definitely always make sure you turn your heat gun off and unplug it. Always. They can, if left on overnight, they can catch something on fire and burn your house down. So make sure you turn it off. And make sure you let it cool down before you put it stored away or wherever where it could catch something on fire. You've got to be careful with stuff. Remember last time I tried to heat flatten some PVC? I also melted my carpet a little bit. Somewhere which we're not going to talk about because evidence and whatnot. Well, that's it for this video, YouTube. Yeah, that's it for this one. Keep an eye out the next couple days. I should try and get out another one here. I don't know if I'll be able to get out a cool-ass weapon build or anything. But I'm still going to count the cannon as the one for the month. So, yeah. If you're smart, you can make the cannon. I am going to try and rebuild the secondary barrel that I tried to make, and then it exploded. And I'm going to do it right this time, make it strong. So yeah, I'll see you around, YouTube.